Hey, what's up, kings and queens? It's Theo.
And it's safe.
Y'all, I know I may look a tiny bit different with this little sweater, but it's the same day. We just got done talking about Ghost. Who shot Ghost, man? We just got done talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Real hot girl shit. But now we want to go ahead and talk about this T.I. situation. T.I.P. T.I. T.I. versus T.I.P. and his daughter.
She's Daisha?
I don't know her name. Y'all know her. Y'all know who we talking about. Shoot. But anyways, we talking about so basically, T.I. has an 18. He got about 6 kids. I don't know how many.
One of his daughters is 18.
One or two of them. At least this one is 18.
And every single year, he said that he goes to the doctor with her.
The gynecologist. Got to be more specific.
The gynecologist, and checks to make sure that her hymen hasn't been broken.
Say.
What, Theo?
What is a hymen? For the people out there that don't know what a hymen is.
Basically, he wants
the Heimlich maneuver. The Heimlich maneuver.
Basically, he's trying to tell whether she's a virgin or not. That's the moral of the story. Yeah, and because I listened to him talk about it, and he was like how after her birthday, they'll celebrate or whatever, and then he said he'll put a sticky note on her door we got a doctor's appointment, gynecologist appointment at 9 a.m.
I guess.
Or whatever. So he schedules it for her, and he said that they go to the gynecologist, and how I'm just gonna say the doctor because I'm kind of tired of saying gynecologist.
The gynae.
The doctor.
Wait.
What?
Okay, okay. Keep going after this, but I got a dumbass question. You think they call it the gynecologist because it's like vaginologist?
I don't know.
Vaginocologist. All right, let's go get back in. I know that was lying.
But yeah, what the doctor says, T.I. said that the doctor is how she has to authorize for T.I. to hear certain things, and he said that he hands her the paper and be like, yeah, go ahead and sign this, and the doctor tells her tells T.I. and her that there are other ways that her hymen can be broken, like riding a bike or different type of sports activities and stuff like that.
Yeah, they were saying horseback riding and all that different stuff.
And
What a vigorous sport.
T.I. said that she doesn't do sports, so he was like, the only way that can happen is from her having sex. And so that's basically the gist of it.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
What you mean you don't like it?
I don't like that.
Wait, what's the part? What part don't you like? What's the problem?
That's very invasive to her. She's 18, and I don't feel like if she wants to tell him that she's having sex, then she should tell him. But I don't think he should schedule appointments and that's the way he's finding out whether she's having sex or not. That just seems I don't like that shit. And then it's odd to me that I'm does Tiny go too, or does she even know that this is being done? Does she care? You know what I'm saying? That just seems it seems kind of controlling to me.
Excuse me.
And I personally if my parents, or if my dad was to do that, I wouldn't like that at all. I told my parents when I started having sex. So it's I just feel if she wants to let him know that she's having sex, then she'll tell him. And I get she's 18. She's 18. She's a young adult. She's an adult.
Yeah.
So that shit just don't sound right. That don't sit right with me.
All right. Okay. How do I feel about the situation, or what do I think about the situation? I can see both sides of it. My thing is, obviously, you were all into her privacy. You want to know whether she's having sex, doing this, doing that, because she's having intercourse, because you can always have sex with your mouth, this and that, and all this other different stuff like that. That's who would want somebody in their who want the opposite sex parent, the parent of the opposite sex, all in their business like that, without really their permission. But they telling you here's the paper right here.
Yeah,
Go do your thing. What I gotta do. All that different stuff like that. A little intimidating factor and all that different
she
shit.
can say no.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. It is controlling. It's incredibly controlling. But at the same time, I can see it on his side where he's like, well, she's my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want her having sex while she's living under the roof of my house.
Mm-hmm.
If she wanna go about doing that, she don't have to stay under my roof since she is 18. She can stop that. I know it's been going on before then.
Right.
But like you did say, she is a young adult. I'm not like we have to like we have to think like start thinking like, are they like used to certain lifestyles and stuff like that? Stuff like that. Maybe she more than likely maybe she want to be in school and like take her time with doing what she want to do before she move out and stuff like that.
You mean like her going to college?
Going to college
okay.
And stuff like that. Maybe she want to take her time before she go to college or get everything right before they prepared. But I feel like T.I. like, if you stand under my roof, I don't want you having sex while you living under my roof and stuff like that. If you want to do all that other stuff, you're going to have to, start being more of an adult and take care of yourself. But on the flip side of that, I think they know that King is having sex or some shit like that.
Yes, they do. And how old is he?
He probably like 16, 17, 15, 16. Something, I don't know. He's something like that. But yeah, I think they know that King having sex and stuff like that.
And I think he was like, well, I'm not sure whether T.I. was like hyping it up, but
nah, I mean,
but he was okay with it.
Okay, wait. How did you figure out about King having sex and
I
T.I.
think it's a clip from their show.
Man, how long ago was this clip? How old King looked like when he was?
I feel like it's from like the recent season because he has like his hair and like the whatever type of style he got going on.
Because like I said, I don't watch the Family Hustle and stuff like that. The only clips I did see, and I haven't seen them recently, and the only thing dealing with that was when King was younger, like way younger, and I knew they was talking about like he shouldn't be having sex, because he's too young, this and that. Don't be worried about that. And they was on him, but I'm pretty sure it's because he was young and stuff too.
Right.
But like, yeah, I never seen him like hype it up, but it might be something hyped up now that he's like older and stuff like that.
And see, this also goes into like how there's a double standard when it comes to males and females when it comes to like somebody having sex, because like typically it seems like the dad is more okay with their son having sex compared to their daughter. Yeah,
because who really want to think about their daughter just getting like, somebody going knee deep in their daughter and shit like that, or their daughter's a hoe, all that stuff. Like you find out, damn, that's my daughter the winner.
Okay,
you gotta
I get that, but you also gotta look at it. Okay, well, if your son is having sex, then he could just go get somebody pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that too.
But
more than likely
they're gonna.
I know, but more than likely, they're gonna be telling him to make sure you strap up, make sure you do this and that, all that stuff. Because like, obviously, it's a double standard and stuff. But even though when a guy is doing a whole lot of stuff, he is considered a hoe. But it seems like more like proud for the
male that have been and like had sex with a whole bunch of females, like
not like a whole bunch of females, but at least be like, oh, at least my son like got some game, he wanted, he this and that. It don't make shit right, like obviously, or a lot of men be happy because they know that they sons ain't like gay or some shit like that too.
Yeah,
it's like a whole bunch of different factors that fall under it, but it's not right, obviously. But then it also make you think like, cause me, I go from this conversation on to another different conversation. Like, now let's take like legal shit all out and everything like that. How old people be? 18 is legal and shit.
Mm-hmm.
How old are we supposed to be like when we're like having sex, like body wise, when you think of it?
Oh, like the way your body matures and stuff like that?
Yeah, not meaning no niggas really want to have sex with no fucking teenager and all that shit. I ain't saying that shit. I'm saying like biologically and like how how our bodies was made. When are we like really supposed to be ready for sex? Because like the sexual organs and stuff work when you're a teenager. People can get pregnant when they 13, 14 and shit like that. I think just now, I think it's been recent. I don't know, like, a few hundred years or some shit, or I don't know how long. Like, people start like living way longer than they supposed to. Because I think like back then, people used to, not back then, like like our parents' ages or something, but like way back, people used to be dying at like age 30 or some shit like that.
Yeah, and having kids at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Exactly. And we know it's all because like disease and all that different stuff like that. But it just make you think. Like, it made me wonder, like, I don't know. It just make you wonder, because like, even like pets and dogs and shit, they can get pregnant when they're like teens or shit like that. I don't know, but like, I don't, say all that just to say I don't agree with T.I.
Yeah, so let me ask you, if we were to have a daughter, are you going to, well, for one, would you go to like her appointments with her if she asked you? And if
you wouldn't want no stranger just up there, like, even if he's a doctor or she's a doctor or whatever, you never know people's intentions.
Okay, wait. Now, would you, okay, so that's a yes, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you want to be in the room when the doctor is talking to her about having sex? Or would you have the conversation with her beforehand? Are you going to have the sex talk with your daughter?
Hell yeah, because I don't want my daughter being no hoe. I don't want my daughter being ran through.
Okay, wait, you don't even have to add all that.
Oh, yeah, shit.
But, like, I'm just trying to see, like, where your mindset would be if you would have the conversation with her. And would you be comfortable hearing if you're in the doctor's office and she gives permission for you to hear whether she's having sex or not? And then from that, would you kick her out of the house? Would you?
I wouldn't kick her out of the house. I would kick her out of the house and shit. My thing is, here's the thing though. Just like they stated earlier, just like we stated earlier, just because her hymen is like, the effect that I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Just because it's like, that doesn't mean she was having sex. So even if I'm there and they say, oh, well, the hymen, blah, blah, blah.
They also ask you if you've been having sex.
Yeah, I know. But you still gonna think, okay, if the hymen fucked up and then the person say no, you're like, is this bitch lying? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because people gonna lie. Let's be real. They're gonna be asking, are you having sex? And then all you do is look at your parents. That's it. That's all really happens. But no, I wouldn't kick her out the house. I probably talk to her. Not probably. I would talk to her, and then I will talk to her about birth control and everything like that. And then tell her, hey, don't be having sex in my house. Don't be having sex out these streets. You need to go ahead and chill out. What if she's 18? She gonna have to. I'm sorry, but she can have sex. You get what I mean, but not in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see, like, because the way you worded it, like, she, you get what I'm saying?
She can't have sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not
it's one of those things, like, okay, you don't really want to know if they having sex. You just hoping they're not having sex. But if they are having sex, don't be having sex over this motherfucker. And don't be getting caught up like being no slut, having sex, like get caught having sex in the car, or you know what I mean, not being no slut, but people get as soon as somebody get caught like having sex in the car in public or some shit, they automatically, a lot of times they get the name of being like a slut, a hoe, a freak, with which ain't too
well,
much.
Well, even if the girl is with her boyfriend, or are you saying like if she's also being seen with a lot of different guys too?
Both.
So you gotta look
it's
at
both.
It,
because my thing is, like, it don't matter if she's with her boyfriend, because like even though like you think you know a nigga, you don't really know that nigga. That nigga gonna be showing you like the sweetest sides, the best sides, all this different shit like that. The parents and shit.
Yeah.
Trying to butter them up. So it's like, I don't want to see you in that position with nobody at that age.
Well, see, I feel like that's unfair to females to not automatically, but like But
I'm the same way with the dude, with the son, but you keep going.
Okay. If like, if somebody sees them having sex in the car, for instance, and then you sound like they kind of get that slanderous name where they're considered like a slut or a whore, the girl gets around a lot. Yeah. When it's like it might not be the case like at all. Like she might just be literally with her boyfriend and then they end up having sex and like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just.
I agree with you.
Yeah. it's just interesting the way like people like how the double standards are for females compared to males. Because it's like, you know, I don't know. Like, okay, let me ask you this: did your parents have like a sex talk with you, or no? Or did they give you a book? Was there any like?
No, not really.
Nothing at all?
Nah.
Okay. Well, my mom, I remember she gave us like a book to read, and then she kind of talked to us about it a little bit, but not much. And then with my dad, I didn't have the conversation with him about sex until he found out that I wasn't a virgin anymore. And like the way he found out was my mom told him. So, you know, right. So it's like, you know, and my dad, like, the thing is, so my dad wasn't upset with me at all. He just talked to me. And I feel like, you know, I feel like parents should have the conversation with their kids beforehand, obviously. And when, like, I would say when they're, like, in high school. But it's like, I feel like some parents, they judge their kids when they tell them that they are having sex, you know, and then
they do.
They paint, like, then from that, then the child is painted in a negative light, when I feel like a lot of times parents and grandparents, they forget the things that they did when they were younger. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand that. And even if they didn't do shit and they were just approved, you get what I mean? Like, they lie. I mean, like, you shouldn't be, like, judging your kid like that, like, unless you really, really know. And then don't be, like, talking down on them and things. Just try to help them out through the situation.
And I feel like, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I say a lot of times it might just be, like, let's say it's a female, right? And, like, the female is, the daughter's having sex, you know, with multiple guys or some shit like that. A lot of times maybe it's, like, I know this is, like, a little pussy ass excuse, but maybe it's a lot of times they trying to just hang around with somebody, you know, and they showing them the right attention, and like, and they like really just want to talk to somebody and shit, like, you get what I mean? Right. And they don't get no attention from somewhere else, because it is a lot of instances like that, and there is also a lot of instances of just people being like promiscuous and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you gotta as a parent, you gotta find out like what's the problem, or like, you know, how you can help without like discouraging them from talking to you, or like hurting their feelings too much, or just like down talking them, because you can see it like a lot of times on these social medias, or like on these YouTube things where people put up like how they the parents found out that the kid been having sex or been sexting online and shit like that, and now they want to go on live and put all their business out, calling them a little hoe, this and that.
Now, when that happens, I'm kind of like, now realistically, you're doing all of this to this child. How do you expect for your child to be able to come to you and tell you things that's going on with them because you're embarrassing them? That child isn't going to trust the parent at all.
They probably been showing that shit before. Like, the parent probably been like, the way they are, like, you know, fussing, you better not do this shit, blah, blah, instead of just talking to them. You know what I mean? Like, you try to treat them like a fucking animal instead of like a human.
Right. And, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, when it comes to the T.I. situation, I'm all for a man being involved in their child's life. I'm all for that completely. And I realized, like I said it wrong, like she's not Tiny's daughter. She's by like another woman.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I don't know how stuff is with her mom, or whether she even actually stays with T.I. or not. But it's just like, you know, I kind of feel like he's going about it the wrong way to find out whether she's a virgin or not. There's other ways that he can find out. Like, you know, I think it's good that he goes to the doctor with her. But it's just kind of like, that just seems really invasive to me. And I think he's like taking it to the extreme.
Yeah.
And I know like he's probably going to keep doing it because, you know, he has like a baby with like Harris or whatever by Tiny. So it's like, you know, obviously he's going to do that to her when she get older. But that doesn't make it right. And then I wonder whether he did that to his other daughter too. Or like whether he always says that, or is it just this one daughter in particular that he's like, oh, well, I'm gonna start going to the doctor with you and da 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 da.
I don't know. My thing is, I don't agree with it, but at the same time, it's not that much of a big deal to me, because T.I. is well, from what they display, T.I. is a great parent. he's in their lives. He's providing for them. He's making sure they ain't in the streets. He's making sure this and that. He's also like, he seems like he actually talked to them and trying to help them out through different situations and stuff. But I'm saying,
go ahead.
Everybody's gonna have something that they don't agree with different parenting skills and all that different stuff like that.
Yeah.
It ain't like he really like legit in her coochie, like look at this shit.
He basically is.
He looking at the paper and shit like that. Maybe she could. Like you can never know. Like I doubt it, but it could be a test as well. She could also always say, "Nah, I don't want you to know." And he gonna be bad. Like, but what can he do? What you gonna kick your daughter out because of that? And then that's really gonna make your ass look worse. And you don't want nobody to counsel you. Even if you got money, you don't want no people to start counseling your ass.
I just feel like that's just really controlling. Like, and I don't feel like he has the right to do that, even if he is her father, because it's her body.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like a lot of people forget that. Like, that's her body at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And that's, I don't know.
But at the same time, you have to like, cause it's not black and white. That's the problem with this thing too. So like let me turn this down so we can get that good copyright. Mm-hmm. But like, you say it's her body, but at the same time, she don't understand her body all the way. Meaning like, a lot of times, like right now, I mean, okay, let's not use you as an example because you wasn't a hoe back in the day, as much as I know. But think about it. Okay,
wait, hold on.
No, you ain't been having sex like that back in the day. What I'm saying is, all right.
Even if
listen, okay. Let's say you was promiscuous back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. All right. I feel like, or even males and females, like I feel like let's say like at the age we are now, if you're an adult, it's more easier, or like you have more of a mindset, you got more mind control, you got more control of your body to say no right now than back then when you're not experienced with that much and your hormones are going crazy and like the smallest thing is like sensitive to you. You get what I mean? Like the touch, like you get what I mean? Like
I do, but I don't, because like that's on the person. That like realistically, actually, not real, like straight up, that's on the person.
It is on the person.
So it's like you can say that, but at the same time, if you want to have sex with somebody, you'll have sex with them. If you don't, then you're not.
Yes, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, people do dumb stuff when they're young, mm-hmm. but stuff could be prevented, like just from like talking. Sometimes, not all the time, obviously, but like okay. If you can help prevent something like your kid from like having sex and shit, like we can always say if the kid gonna have sex, they gonna have sex. But there are also things that prevent them from having sex. For example, like let's say like me and you was attracted to each other. We were teenagers and shit, mm-hmm. and let's say I want to go sneak over to your place or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And I know my parents be home, but at this time, like at a certain point, like they eat and they go to sleep, or they decide they like to go on date nights or some shit like that, have times for themselves and want to go to the movie. You get what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I'm just like, okay, how is him going to the doctor and having her sign the paper for the doctor to check to see whether her hymen is intact or not, like realistically a prevention if she's 18? It's
not a prevention, but I'm just that part wasn't a prevention. I'm just expanding. Like I said, I like just talk about different stuff. And
okay.
Yeah, that I know everybody gonna be like, oh, but they don't go shit. I know. I'm just talking about different shit just to talk about it, but. Obviously, that's not a prevention type shit. I mean, it could. That it is, in a way, it is a prevention type shit. You wouldn't want your dad to know and shit like that. You know how your dad is. He gonna be like this. You know your dad gonna beat your ass. Your dad gonna potentially kick you out. This and that. Your dad tell you, that is kind of a prevention type deal.
Yeah, but if so, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong tactic to use.
Yeah, it's just a weak ass way. It's just like cause potentially the daughter could be like, I don't give a fuck. This nigga checking my shit. I'm still gonna do my shit. That's once out of a year. A real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. Like, she like, fuck that shit. Like, what he gonna do? Like, but at the same time, it's like a small, dumbass way to prevent it. I don't agree with T.I., but at the same time, it's not hurting her physically. And the most that it's doing is like being like creepy, not creepy, but it's just like just invading her privacy. And the only other problem I got with it is the fact that we all know about it, and the only reason we know about it is because he wanted to bring up the story on his podcast.
Was, like, cute. And that's another thing. Like, I feel like mentally and emotionally, like, for her knowing, like, people knowing shit like that.
Yeah, it's a trend now.
And then from that, people have been messaging or trying to have sex with her,
trying to take over the gender and shit.
So
I knew that shit was gonna happen. As soon as I started hearing the story, I was like, this creepy ass nigga gonna start trying to talk to her now. That's dumb.
Like, okay, so how did this even make the situation even better?
All he did was put a big ass target on her back.
He really did.
When he had started speaking about it on thing, I don't know.
Like, I guess.
But like I said, I don't agree with it. But at the same time, I wouldn't be like let's say me and T.I. was friends or some shit. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I ain't talking to that nigga because that nigga weird. That's some creepy ass. That's some fucked up ass shit. Like, at least he take care of his daughter. At least he keep her like fed, keep her like showing that she's loved and stuff. Not like mistreating her like that, or like, you know what I mean? Like, at least showing her attention and stuff, showing that he do care, even though that's like
the wrong way.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was trying to finish that. I was finna say, even though that's not overprotective, but just being
you probably should have said it in reverse. Then you should have said that part first, and then been like, but he's showing her attention. He's doing this, and this.
Because it ain't as bad as we are blowing it up to be.
Okay.
Just at most. He shouldn't be talking about this shit.
At most, he shouldn't be doing that shit and talking about it. Like, there's no...
He can do it if he want to, though.
He shouldn't be able to now.
Why?
She's 18 years old.
She can say no. She can say no. Just like... She could say yeah. She could say no. She the one who took the easy way out. Like, go ahead. Yeah, just... Fuck, I don't feel like hearing his mouth. She could have, they could have had a debate on that shit. Like, I was like, your ass always want to have debates and despicable, all these.
He's talking about how the doctor brings the results back expeditiously. Like, okay, whatever, Tia.
Could have had a good ass debate.
Anyway, I'm curious what y'all have to say about this, because we have been talking for like a hot ass minute about this thing. So don't forget to comment down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know whether your parents have did something like that before, or whether if you are a parent or you're going to become a parent in the future.
Thing, baby.
Okay. If you're going to become a parent in the future, whether you would actually do this to your daughter or not, because I am curious to hear it. And we're not going to judge you guys. We just want to hear your opinions about it in the comment section. So don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about this video, and we will see y'all in the next one.
Peace.